What's up, guys? So it's me, it's your boy QDZ. Another episode all about semis. Well, most of y'all already know I was on my way into Georgia, and I just want to share something real quick because I got pulled in for an inspection, and the officer was really, really nice. He gave me a lot of good information, and I just want to let you guys know that these guys are not always out here to hurt you, to try and take everything from you, and they want to give you the information that you need to make sure that we all are safe out here. So I just had a couple questions I wanted to ask you. When you're talking about new carriers, you just said sometimes new guys when you come in there, is it what's that process like? A lot of guys nervous about that when they come in?
Very nervous. They are very, very nervous about approaching us because they feel like they might be in violation, so they don't want to come in here and obviously say, hey, I'm in violation, how do I fix it? Because they're afraid, of the repercussions of it.
And I hear some guys actually pass the scales behind that, thinking that's the way to do it too. And that's just as worse, right? Is doing, especially if you're caught doing it, right? And I think the stigma, and I'm gonna tell you, one of the stigmas that I've heard, because this is actually my first time getting stopped here in Georgia. So, and I always heard Georgia's the worst,
No, we're not the worst.
They're just the worst. You don't want to get stopped in Georgia, and they're looking to. That said a lot, I always hear that. And why do you think that is? Like, is it just across the board?
I can't answer for everybody. I can't answer for other people, so I can't answer that question. But I mean, we do our job. You've seen how our counter is.
Yeah. And lastly, guys, I'm not going to hold you too long on this one, but sometimes you'd be surprised at the information you get. Like, I had something going on with my ELD, and I've actually been stopped before about it, and I didn't get the information that I got this time, in regards to that. And I think I've shared that on my channel before about my ELD, but nonetheless, you never know the type of information that you're going to find. You never know. And again, remember, your attitude sometimes going to reflect the officer's attitude, and you got to always can try and conduct yourself professional. And I can tell you, my experiences have always been pretty much professional. And most people that you encounter on, what's the range for you? Are most people irate? Most people?
It depends. Working here at the weigh station, and we do random periodics like we did today, and it's just business. I mean, your company has to have inspections, or you know how that process goes.
Right.
If you get randomly stopped, and everything's good, it helped you.
Right.
But if you say riding down I-75 and one of us knows you talking on cell phone or on the cell phone or having a problem maintaining your lane or something like that, and we stop you, I mean, that ain't gonna help you. That's not. But we're not out here, we're trying to correct the problem. We're not out here trying to just generate anything. Right. We're trying to keep the roadway safe.
Which is what a lot of people think, that a lot of guys are just trying to generate, and I always thought that was a false statement anyway. I mean, like I didn't even know, it was random. Like, and my first one was random, and it's just one of those things that I don't know, like, people think that they're not random, or you guys don't have random. So I think that's what leads people to think like, okay, well, they're just bothering with me, or they're just doing this, and it's totally not like that. Like I shared when I was in Kentucky, you guys seen that video somewhere. The lady said the same thing, you know. She said that, hey, you know, it was random. I just happened to, you know, read your plate, saw you were new, I seen you hadn't had one, and I used to drive for Landstar, so never got with Landstar, you know, but that also reconfirmed what the officer had said, you know. She said, hey, I saw this, truth, from the door, truth, and I saw that you're new, truth. So right there, you kind of got to take what it is. Now, as Officer Smiley said here, if you're rolling and you got a phone in your hand or your seatbelt, you know, you get pulled over, you can't, whose fault is that at that point, you know? And
Let me tell you.
those are stories that you don't hear. Those are things that you don't hear. But I wanted to share that with you guys. Once I get wrapped up here, hopefully I get rolling, and I just want to share you guys with that. So don't be afraid to, you know,
Stop in and ask questions.
stop in and ask question. There you go. There
We're
you
here
go.
to help you. We're not here to hurt you.
Yep. Stop in. Hey, many nights I stop in here in park, and you know, it's always parking at the weigh station at night because nobody wants to park here.
And we allow it.
Yeah, you know, but it's like nobody wants to park here. But I will pull in a weigh station quick and park. Do it all the time. So you heard it. Stop in, ask questions, get information that you need. And I'll tell you, some of you guys that always ask me questions about being new and things like that, this is the good place to get that kind of information from if you guys don't know. So we're going to leave it with that. I appreciate Officer for letting me record him and get some good answers, and I hope that helps somebody. Thanks.
Later.
Bye.